This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, March 7th. Welcome to CBS LA Mornings and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Amanda Starantino. It's a pretty windy start to your weekend. We already got a lot of it. Meteorologist Chloe Carlson has your next weather alert. Good morning, Chloe. It actually didn't seem too bad this morning so far.
No. I mean, so far so good, right?
Yeah.
All right, Chloe, thank you. Well, those winds Chloe was just telling us about could make it challenging for a lot of people.
But particularly for runners. In the LA Marathon, which takes place tomorrow morning, CBS LA's Elise Martinez live at Dodger Stadium, where the LA 5K is being run this morning. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning to you both. And I spoke too soon. I got here and I said, oh, it's not that windy. It won't be so bad. And then we just got hit by a gust of wind just a short time ago, but definitely breezy here at Dodger Stadium. That 5K starts at 8 a.m. and those runners going to have to contend with the wind and also heat, which is not something that most runners like, especially the wind. All right, we're going to turn you around for a minute, show you those trees blowing in the wind this morning. I was talking to Chloe a little bit earlier, and she says some wind gusts could jump from 17 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour from the 6 o'clock hour right now to the 7 o'clock hour this morning. So we'll be watching for that. But take a listen to some winds that we captured overnight. All right, that was video from Irwindale overnight around 2 a.m. You can see those strong winds blowing down tree branches, fences, and kicking up dust, making it hard to see much of LA County. Going to be under that wind advisory till 6 o'clock tonight. And some people that we talked to say the wind, along with these warm temps, well, sometimes that makes them nervous.
It's definitely a little bit of anxiety attached to it.
I think anybody from LA feels that bit of panic when those winds pick up.
When the winds pick up, it can be a major problem, especially when it's hot.
And back out here live showing you the winds this morning at Dodger Stadium. Another thing to be aware of, the temperature is expected to rise above average tomorrow for the LA Marathon. But the LA Marathon's doing something pretty cool. If people get too hot at mile 18, they can opt out and they will still get a medal. But again, runners going to have to contend with those winds and the heat this weekend. And it just calmed down. My hair was blowing right as Tony was whipping the camera around to me. So just a little bit unpredictable. But again, winds and warm temperatures in the forecast. Going to send it back to you.
It's always like that, right, Amanda? It's like when you're on TV, your hair will go crazy.
Yeah.
And Elise was saved right there.
I swear it happens all the time, but Elise, you look great. Thank you so much.
Well, fire crews have put out a fire that raced through an aerospace manufacturing company in Santa Ana. Firefighters raced to the fully engulfed building at West Central Avenue and South Susanna Street just before 7 last night. One person was treated for smoke inhalation, but no firefighters were injured. Damage is estimated at $6.5 million. The cause of this fire is still under investigation.
And in Reseda, one person was killed in a shooting. Sky Cal over Baird Avenue near Van Owen Street. Firefighters arrived to find a man suffering from a gunshot wound around 8 last night. That man died on the scene. There have been no arrests and no information on any suspects.
The U.S. and Israel launched a powerful new wave of airstrikes against Iran overnight, and the leadership there apologized for its attacks on countries in the Gulf.
CBS LA's Christian Benavides reports the U.S. is moving more forces to the Gulf, and President Trump warned overnight that Iran will be hit very hard today.
Explosions could be felt across Tehran overnight as the U.S. and Israeli bombing campaign entered its 7th day. U.S. Central Command released new images showing some of the targeted blasts. President Trump from the White House says the U.S. is still on track for a 4 to 6 week military campaign.
Their army is gone. They're just about, look, their navy is gone. Their communications are gone. Their leaders are gone.
Earlier, Iran's president said other countries have tried to begin mediation efforts. To that, President Trump responded saying, quote, "There will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender." CBS has learned that Russia is helping Iran identify U.S. targets in the region, including U.S. troop locations.
That clearly is not making a difference with respect to the military operations in Iran, because we are completely decimating them.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spoke with 60 Minutes in an interview airing Sunday.
Does this put U.S. personnel in any more danger than they otherwise would be?
Well,
the Russian involvement.
No one's putting us in danger. We're putting the other guys in danger. That's our job. So we're not concerned about that. We mitigate it as we need to.
Sirens continue to be heard across Israel as Iran launches missile and drone attacks. The White House confirmed that the president will be at Dover Air Force Base when the remains of 6 U.S. Army reservists killed in an Iranian drone strike return home. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
Well, since the start of the war with Iran, oil and gas prices are up, and that could impact the cost of many things from groceries to your summer vacation. CBS's Kelly O'Grady breaks it down for us.
Another tough day for Wall Street, with the Dow off by about 450 points. Now, two things drove the volatility: oil and jobs. Let's start with energy. U.S. crude surged again, jumping over 12% to top $91 per barrel. That's the biggest one-day gain since 2020. Now, the spike followed President Trump's comments the conflict in Iran would continue until there's unconditional surrender. That has traders worried the energy supply crunch could drag on. Drivers are already feeling it. The national average for gas is now $3.32 a gallon, up 34 cents in just 1 week. And as oil prices march towards $100 a barrel, fears are growing we could eventually return to record $5 gas. Now, rising energy prices could also cause a ripple through the economy. For example, jet fuel prices could impact airfare, and transport costs could affect groceries. All of this, though, will depend on the scale and length of the conflict. Now to the jobs front. The February report showed the U.S. economy lost 92,000 jobs, while the unemployment rate rose to 4.4%. A big part was due to bad weather and a healthcare strike, but 3 of the last 5 months showed net job losses. And these figures don't reflect any potential impact linked to the Middle East uncertainty. Normally, a slowing job market could open the door to interest rate cuts. But with inflation risk building, the Fed's job just got a lot harder.
Well, in California, the price of a gallon of regular gas is now over $5 a gallon. That's up about 27 cents over the last week since the war began.
Well, as the war escalates, local activism is intensifying. Bear Barani wants a free democratic republic in Iran. He's flying from Orange County to Washington, D.C. for a rally today with the California Society for Democracy in Iran. Activists will call for a democratic transition and for the war to stop.
We support Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan, her call for a transitional provisional government. We strongly support the unity of the Iranian people and the rejection of any form of dictatorship.
And he opposes the deployment of any foreign ground troops. We will have continuing coverage of the war with Iran. Stay with CBS LA and CBSLA.com for the latest.
LA Mayor Karen Bass spoke with President Trump this week for the first time since last year's wildfires. She says she is urging the president to expedite the desperately needed FEMA fire reimbursements.
We have submitted for reimbursement from FEMA. We need to underground the utilities. We need those resources. We're putting money forward to get the Palisades rebuilt. We need to be reimbursed by FEMA.
Well, Bass says the call went well and that the president was very receptive. She said she expects the bill for the rebuild to be over $1 billion. She says it's possible she will meet with the president in person sometime this month. Now, the last time they spoke in person was when President Trump visited Los Angeles after the fires in January.
Well, the deadline just closed for candidates hoping to become California's next governor. The field of Democrats is pretty crowded, with 8 major players expected on the ballot.
CBS San Francisco reporter Kenny Choi reports on what to expect in the final push ahead of the June 2nd primary.
In the state's jungle primary system since 2012, the top 2 candidates with the most votes advance to the general election regardless of party. But with a crowded field of Democrats vying for the office of governor for the first time since that change, the setup could potentially give Republicans an easier path to victory. Political analysts say California normally breaks 60% for Democrats, 40% for Republicans in most statewide races.
The challenge could be that Democrats, in splitting up their 60% of the pie, split it up in such small pieces that you have candidates getting 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19%.
Paul Mitchell is a political consultant focused on data. While the field of Democrats is large and wide, Republicans have coalesced around 2 candidates, Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco and conservative commentator Steve Hilton.
In that scenario, the 2 Republicans getting 20% each or something close to that could end up getting the top 2 spots and essentially locking Democrats out of the runoff.
Mitchell has created a simulator called California's Top 2 Twins using polling, campaign finance data, along with other metrics. Right now, it shows the probability of Republicans taking the top 2 spots at about 25%. That scenario of Democrats being boxed out before the general election has happened in other statewide legislative races, but never before in a gubernatorial race. Thad Kauser is a political science professor at UC San Diego.
What's most likely to happen over the next few months is that 1 or 2 candidates will gain momentum.
Recent polling by the nonpartisan public policy shows the field has broken into 2 distinct groups, with Hilton, Porter, Bianco, Steyer, and the other candidates trailing behind them.
People will focus their attention, and those undecided voters will break not for the candidates in 4th, 5th, 6th place, but for one of their top 2 or 3 Democrats.
Democratic Party Chair Rusty Hicks' call earlier this week for lagging candidates to exit the race was largely ignored. Just one, former State Assembly Majority Leader Ian Calderon, has since ended his campaign.
And that letter calling for dropouts has drawn strong criticism and caused a split in the Democratic Party.
Yeah, so some are accusing the state party of trying to rig the system. Don't forget, though, to turn your clocks ahead by an hour tomorrow. It's time. I know. Especially you have to come into work tomorrow.
Yes.
You're going to have to go to bed so early tonight.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. It's time to spring forward, which means we are losing 1 hour of sleep. I'm so sorry, Rachel. Polls have found most people don't like changing time twice a year. We don't. But policymakers have not been able to come up with a solution. Currently, about 70 countries observe daylight saving time. And for people living in British Columbia, this will be the last time they do so. Lucky them. Yeah. The Canadian province is adopting daylight saving time year-round. Why? I feel like we talk about this every single year. Yeah. No one likes it.
No. Can we just stay with one, please? The back and forth just kills you. You know,
especially it's so nice having the sun come up earlier.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be back. It won't rise until like 7 now.
Well, I'll be grumpy tomorrow morning. You can count on that.
You're never grumpy.
Thank you.
There's a ray of sunshine,
I know, the crew's
Rachel.
all, oh, great. Okay.